addition to the wonderful services offered at Nisa Premier Hospital, the Nisa Group is also responsible for the professional services offered at Garki Hospital.
If you reflect, many years ago, during the time of cool,
yes.
Thank God we're out of that now. They used to call our hospitals mere consulting clinics because there was nothing there. Maintenance culture was poor, ability of government to fund hospitals was poor, attitude of staff was weak and not very good. And so you could waste a whole day just because you have a headache or malaria, and you still come out not satisfied. A new way needed to be found. One of the ways is to inject the discipline and the potentials in private sector into government business. And that we are fortunate to be men of history. Nisa Premier is the first hospital to be given a concession of a general hospital. And that happened in 2007. And looking back 7.5 years on, I'm happy that the country made that effort. Garki Hospital, just for a few words, was dead at the time we took it over. Nothing was working, no patients were there. Actually, the hospital had been closed down for 6 years. Then Nisa took it over and woke it up. And apart from a very solid level of practice, do you know that Garki Hospital within that time, within 6 years, started to do kidney transplants? Do you know that within this short time, Garki Hospital has started to do open heart surgeries? These were areas of treatment that Nigerians were just at the mercy of foreign powers. You have a heart condition needing anything. What are you waiting here for? Go to India. Go to Ghana. What am I talking about? My own motto is Nigeria can, Africa can. All that we need is for the heavyweight, lead weight, dead weight, if you like, on our heads to be lifted. Garki Hospital comes to now, provided it makes business sense. We don't wait for Accountant General says no money or no this. And this is the engine behind this PPP that is making me to advocate that other companies, not necessarily Nisa Premier, should be tried in other areas. Of course, the kind of model that we are using successfully in Garki Hospital may be different from the model going to be used in a state capital, for example, or local government headquarters. But the point has been made and made loud and clear. Nigeria can wake up a dead hospital and within 6 years be doing kidney transplants and heart transplants, test tube babies, which show me a general hospital in this country that's doing any of that. None. The other thing is that if Naira belongs to Nigerians and to Nigeria, then we are given absolute value for money compared to what a public center can do because of their inefficiencies, delays, and lack of business spirit.
Like every succeeding business in Nigeria, the management of Nisa Hospital constantly strives to change the negative conception people may have about Nisa services.
Well, the first misconception is that don't go there, it's too expensive. The good thing is nobody has said don't go there, they don't know what they're doing. The truth about life is that the greatest possession we have is our health and our life. The truth again is that a lot of people's confidence about Nigeria is, and the healthcare is not as much as they have confidence in going abroad. Once they cross that immigration border to England or to India, money now becomes not a problem. They are carrying our own money in large sums to pay any heavy bills abroad. But when it comes to investing in Nigeria, they're like, oh, the place is expensive. We are providing employment to Nigerians. We are providing good quality care. I think that is number one above.
And why do you think people go outside?
Colonial mentality, period. It's not because they're not going to suffer there. The food they eat there is not the same good food we eat here. The weather is not the same. The environment may look neat, but it's unpersonal. You can't engage someone and talk the way we are talking. Secondly, your family are left behind. Who are you without your family? So and then you pay high sums of money, hotel bills and so on and so forth. It doesn't make sense. But when you remove the colonial mentality from our face, then we'll see skin color is just skin deep. Maybe black, but it's made by God.
Yes.
The brain is not black. The environment here is even better than many of them. So we can do a lot more for ourselves than what we are thinking we must ship ourselves there. So anyway, that's a more political angle. The misconception about here is that, you know, it's one of the big names in private practice, so they expect big charges. Unfortunately, we are not people of that naira worshippers. We are not. But it's only when you come here that you know the reality.
Yes.
For instance, if I'm one of the fathers of IVF in this country, go and compare my prices to some of the competitors, and then compare the success rate to some of the competitors. We are at a point where, when we finish with this world and we are going, we are like saying our final bye-bye to the earth, we're going to go with a heart that while we were here, we tried. We already know, even if it's mansion, we're not going to our graves with it. And nobody will remember us by our mansions. They're going to remember us for the good deeds we did. And believe me, up to this point that I'm telling you, my heart is more to give than to take from you. So these misconceptions are just pure, innate misconceptions, and the value of the hard work done by the competitors, because they know anyone that comes here will receive international quality of care at a lower price than they will pay even to our competitors, never mind abroad. So there's this Nisa thing. People who taste it will not agree with that.
In recognition to the impact Nisa Premier Hospital is making in Nigeria, the founder, Dr. Ibrahim Wada, was honored with a National Award of the Officer of the Order of the Niger, OON, by the former President of Nigeria, President Olusegun Obasanjo. While Nisa Premier Hospital also got a commendation from President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan.
We felt very honored that the President and Commander-in-Chief considered us worthy of National Productivity Award as a Nisa team. I haven't made the research, but it will probably be the first hospital in this country that has been so honored. Maybe, if we're not first, we'll be in the tops. And it's a great challenge. It means that someone somewhere is noticing the flow through and the comments of those who've been, which hopefully one day will drown the comments of those who have not been, but are scared of coming. Then the other thing is that myself as the founder, the originator, the thinker of Nisa, I got honored too with Officer of the Order of the Niger, OON Award, again by the then President Olusegun Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. And the thing I founded, Nisa itself, has been honored in a similar manner by the current President, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. So when you look at the content of life, you really feel happy. You as a person have been honored. The organization you brought to this country has been honored. What else do you want except to work harder for the country? And also, some unique selling point which I have not told you is that we have trained more doctors who have opened up their own practices than any competent doctor. Why? I sat one day and said, even if I work here 24 hours every day for the rest of my life, I cannot help but a fraction of those who need my help. What does that mean? Train people and don't be afraid. Let them go to the community and help them. So we have doctors in Port Harcourt, in Lagos, Abuja here, Kano, who have benefited from our teaching and training.
And they open their own hospitals.
The Nigerian fear is, if you train somebody and they open their own, especially not far away, yours will die. We're growing from that theory I told you. My life has touched more lives than anybody else can come in this fertility field, and without fear. So, and instead of shrinking, we are expanding. And I want a situation where this is inspiring to the young people that where things started was Kwabala, very basic surroundings, and within a period of 20, 30 years, it's a talk of the international community, not just national community. If I can we can, Nigeria can, and Africa can. That's the kind of motto that I would like to influence the country.
Okay.